Hello, let me introduce Priyanka, who is currently in her third year BEEE at Loyola ICAM College of Engineering and Technology. Priyanka is an excellent student who has bagged quite a few awards and cash prizes for spectacular academic performance at college and university level. To add a feather to her cap, she
Thank you. Kindly be seated. Let's get started with our events and express our profound gratitude for the blessings we have received. A special welcome goes out to our esteemed chief guest, Mr. Arulmani, the Managing Director and CEO of Veritas Finance. We are deeply honored by your presence on this auspicious day. And we also warmly welcome Mrs. Arulmani to our function. Our heartfelt appreciation and warm welcome also go to our generous benefactors and donors whose unwavering support has been the bedrock of this foundation. Without their contribution, none of our achievements would have been possible. To our
Good evening to ladies and gentlemen. Today I am here to share with you a story of determination, hope, and the incredible impact that an organization like Subun Thomas Foundation can have on the life of a student like myself. My journey to where I stand today was not a smooth one. I came from a family of background where my father was only support, but he passed away during my higher studies. It was a crucial period for me. My aim
here today. I would especially like to welcome and thank my dear friend and old colleague, Mr. Arul Mani, to be here this evening as the chief guest. To the children, I must tell you that Mr. Arul Mani is a true role model of how to succeed in the corporate world and yet remain the same humble, caring, and unassuming person that he is. In just 8 short years, he has grown his company Veritas from nothing to a 5,000 crore company. A truly marvelous thing. Thank you for being here. Manoj Paul, our donor and friend, the person who replaced Sugun at Heat and Control Incorporated, has grown Heat and Control beyond imagination. He was to travel abroad but made the time to be here today and share a few words. Thanks so much for being here. UP Asher and Dr. Karthik, two of our mentors, one from Bangalore, the other one from Salem, who Jayaprakash also talked about. They have come all the way just to be with us here today. We are so grateful for them. And the other nice thing about today is that some of our children from outstation, from Bangalore, can I have those who come from Bangalore? Yeah, Yasmin and Angel and Nancy are here today with us. They've come all the way from Bangalore just to be with us. And our children from Salem. Of course, we all heard Dr. Jayaprakash. We also have with us three Moses, Imran, and Ravi. Right? Yeah. Okay. Three of them they are studying nursing, and they have also come all the way from Salem. So, one parent has also come to accompany them. Thank you for coming. It's been 18 years now. When we were discussing this foundation in my living room 18 years ago, this was not what we had envisioned or could even begin to hope for. It has been quite a journey thus far, and at every step of the way, we've had the grace of God to guide us through. let me take you through the details of the year that went by. This year, 23-24, 38 new children were selected in addition to the existing 88 children. So we have a total of 126 children who are being educated right now. They come from Chennai, Salem, Coimbatore, Pondicherry, Vellore, Villupuram, Kanchipuram, Yelagiri, Bangalore and Kerala. Wow. There was a time when we just had 2 from Chennai. So the total number of STF beneficiaries from 2005 to 2023, which includes the current 126 and 271 alumni, amounts to 397 beneficiaries. Not yet 400 though. Out of the 38 children we selected this year, we have several stars. Nearly 10 of them have come in the top 3 in their respective schools, which are the corporation schools or the government-aided schools. Out of these students who we have here, who we've selected, 6 of them go to the prestigious College of Engineering, Guindy, Anna University. We have 2 children who belong to the Irula community, the most backward. And they are also part of our foundation, and they have joined for agriculture studies and nutrition studies. So we are so happy that they also are part of our beneficiaries. Our management committee member Gina has done an amazing job in selecting 38 children. And it's not just an easy selection process. You go to the interview, then we go and see the parents, we go to their homes. So congratulations to all the new children who have joined STF, and we are so grateful to have you in our family. We are always proud to say that the USP of STF is our mentoring process. This year, we have added 15 new mentors for our children, so to make the total number of mentors an impressive 68. With more medical and paramedical students in our fold, we are happy that 3 of our new mentors are doctors. And with COVID, we now have a lot of mentors who are outside India as well. And I know many of you are watching live on stream, so a big shout out to all of you for being wherever you are. Thank you. Because helping these children get the advice that they would not get from anybody else, not from their parents, not from their families. These mentors are there to help them understand what their studies are, where to go forward, what to look for. And so we are really grateful to all our mentors, and Sashi, our great mentoring head. Thank you so much, Sashi, for all the work that you do. Now, this year we had a mentor-mentee meet, not just in Chennai, but also in Bangalore, thanks to UP, where the mentors and mentees came together, discussed what are the events, the kind of situations that we face and how we can get over them. This year we also had a special thing. We had, for the first time, Subun Thomas Foundation had an intern. We had an intern from Ashoka University who helped us with our mentoring program. Rahel, thank you for being our first intern. This year, Sashi has also introduced wishing our children happy birthday on their birthdays. So today, it's the birthdays of Tulsi and Dhanushya. So happy birthday to you. I know you're in Pondicherry and in Bangalore and not here, but if you're watching, happy birthday to you. Most of you have received the beautiful newsletters that we bring out at periodic intervals, right? To give you updates about the foundation. Now, Jay Chandra, where's Jay Chandra? A very talented young student is instrumental for designing all those newsletters. He has been, he's a really star pupil with a CGPA of 9.35 in his second semester. And he's always been the department topper, and yet he finds time. He finds time to give us, do this. So Jay Chandra, please come forward. I would like Arul to please hand over a gift to him of our appreciation for this wonderful work of together. John, Jayashree, Umesh, all of them have given back to the foundation. They have become donors. So let this be an invitation to everyone here, an encouragement to recognize the potential within ourselves to be change makers. You don't need much. You don't need a lot of money. You don't need big titles. You just need to want to do this. Sugun Thomas, by his death, inspired us to start this. And now let's continue to sow the seeds of education, nurture dreams, and watch these children blossom into a future where every student has the opportunity to thrive. Thank you so much for being part of this journey.
Thank you, Susan ma'am. That was a bountiful report of success. I'm so glad to be a part of this story. I now invite Mr. John Douglas from the Alumni Committee, who is a BCom ICWA graduate, who is currently working in the CPCL, Chennai. He is an active member of the Alumni Committee. Get prepared to be inspired by John Douglas.
So good evening to one and all present here. It's so good because I'm starting after Susan ma'am's speech because all the listeners will be tuned to the good listening. So thank you so much, ma'am. It's always been a great pleasure to be part of this alumnus STF Foundation annual day always. And I'm also equally proud to recognize myself as an Loyola alumnus of this prestigious institution where I'm standing right now. I became a member of STF family way back. Sorry. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our esteemed guests, speakers, and everybody else. We all know each other for many years now. I'll just try to make this report as short as possible because I think most of you should hear from everybody else. But there's one thing I think that has changed over the last 3 to 4 years is very different. That's the growth of the foundation. Not many of you may realize that we have actually grown by more than 70 to 80% from what we were 4 years back. And this growth has been such a huge leap. It has taken a lot of effort from everybody in the team. You can see the organization, if you take the number of mentors that we talked about, 68, if you talk about the number of donors we have now, the number of management committee, for example, our management committee earlier was just 3 or 4, now it's about 8 or 9, and the number of students, which we talked about, we started with 2 students in 2005, but 4-5 years back, we were just 30-40 students, and now we have 128. So you can imagine that the entire organization has grown. And one of the things we did, which was different, was we introduced this new concept. When I'm talking about money, this concept called donor mapping. So donor mapping is where every donor who provides money into the foundation is mapped directly to the expenses of a student. It's a little complicated, it's not easy, because sometimes a student would cost say 100 rupees and somebody would give 30 rupees. So how do you map? So we need to create multiple donors for one student. Or sometimes somebody would give 130 rupees and a student would cost 100 rupees. So we would have to make him donor map him to 1.5 students. I must single out one specific donor which made this hugely possible is one individual donor called Santosh. He gave us a one-time donation of 23.5 lakhs. It's just an amazing amount. So we have dedicated that fund to about 7 students, out of which has an annual expense of about 10 lakhs. So in last year we have only used 10 lakhs of this year we use another 10 lakhs, and then the following year we use another 5 lakhs of this for those students. So like that, we have one more. One of our management committee members, Ravi, is also one of those. He has donated 5 lakhs, and that has been amortized over this period similarly. So out of this 1 crore 13 lakhs that we had, specific donations, which is the amount kept aside for subsequent years, is 15.84 lakhs, which leaves us about 98 lakhs of funds which we received, usable funds which we can use in the financial year 22-23. Out of this 98 lakhs, we spent 95.66 lakhs on students, which is almost, you can see, 96-97% of the money which was fund donated came. Now let me just tell you the other, which we promised to all our donors and to everybody, which we say openly, is there are only the all admin costs are taken from only 2 sources. One is our bank interest. We have a corpus of a 1.3 crores, which has been collected over the years, the earlier years. Now we spend almost everything that we have. Before, the government had this 85% you have to use kind of a rule, and we had built over 1.3 crores of corpus fund. This corpus fund gives us an interest of about 5.8 lakhs. And also from our savings account, which we have, we get about 74,000 rupees. So net about 6.5 lakhs we get out of interest. This, apart from this, all donations from trustees and family members of trustees alone are used for admin expenses, which means no fund from any other donor is used towards admin expenses. Admin expenses last year was 8 lakh 21,000, and 8 lakh 21,000. So out of which, 6.5 lakhs came from the interest and the balance from trustees and trustees' families. I must say that, this kind of a huge donation, I have to mention some of our top donors. The number 1 donor every year for us in corporate donor is Sundaram Fasteners Limited. Thank you very much for the continued patronage. Without you, so many children would not be so benefited without your help. As usual, they are our largest contributor. And our second largest contributor last year, which was surprisingly, was from Manoj, Heat and Control. Thank you very much, Manoj, for the last minute, whatever he could do in the last, on March 30th, he gave us some additional funds which he could somehow scrounge because he knew his company was could afford to pay some more. Thank you very much. Other companies of notable mention are Dream Orbit, Finastra Software, and Akshara Trust, Core Competency Consultancy, VSNB Containers.
But he got involved in STF and its cause. Apart from donating regularly to the STF, he has also employed one of the STF beneficiaries, Kurian Phillips, who, like me, studied in KCG College of Technology. Currently, Kurian Phillips is working in Heat and Control, Australia. We welcome Manoj Paul to share his thoughts with us.
Good evening, everybody. I'm sorry, I want to be visible, so I just move the mic a little away. Podium is too tall and too short. Okay. First correction is I knew Subramanian before he passed away. Because we both studied in the same institute called Indian Institute of Foreign Trade. And I met him at an alumni meet. And in 2005, I heard the sad news. I was traveling in China, and I heard the sad news that Subramanian passed away. And then some of my colleagues from the Alumni Association did reach out to VT and spoke to her, I understand. Subsequently, I got a call from a gentleman called George, an Australian gentleman, and he said, look, we have a vacancy for a position of general manager of a company called Heat and Control, and would you like to join? I was really surprised and confused because I didn't know what to do. I went and consulted with my wife, And she said, you decide what you want to do. But a few days later, I got another call from him, and I mentioned to him, look, I knew Subun because we studied in the same institute and we were in the same alumni association. I find it difficult to take up this job. Then at that time, George said, look, Manoj, he's brought his organization to this level. It's your job now to take it to greater heights. I said, that struck a chord with me. I said, instead of somebody who doesn't know Subun, why don't you do that job? I said, fine, that's a great thought. So I joined Subun Team Control in 2006 as a general manager, and I was the 10th employee of the company. So after some time, I got a call from Preeti, Susan Thomas, when we call us Preeti, and she said we are setting up a foundation and we would like Team Control to support. And we wholeheartedly agreed and we continue to support. I'm proud to say that we are continuing the good work that Subun did. From a small company of 10 people, today we have close to about 600 employees. And we have two manufacturing facilities, one in Chennai and one in Indore, both manufacturing food processing equipment. And we've been doing a lot of work, and last year we crossed 300 crores as turnover. From a small company which did 4 crores when I joined, today we're doing 300 crores. The initial work.
But being a mentor was a transformative experience for me. And I can tell you why. I can tell you that being a mentor has really made me understand what we are really doing through the channel of education. And awakens that spirit of what can I take it back from them, you know? So that much is the power of being a mentor. Okay, I'm sharing this because we have some mentors here and we have a lot of mentors across the globe who have joined us, some of them perhaps waking up in the middle of the midnight and still being part of the program. So I want to say that it has been an excellent symbiotic relationship where we mutually benefit, grow, and you can see the smiles on all our mentors' faces because we think that we are younger than all our mentees always. Okay? Then, well, at STF currently, as you know the statistics, we are about 126 students and 68 mentors. A little math, ratio of 2 mentors, okay, 2:1. What we wish for is 1:1. So, that's the appeal to all of you.
The key benefits of mentoring especially is it talks about personalized guidance. In a crowded classroom, individual children just get lost amongst the kids who are doing very well or are well placed, etc. So some of the children just get ignored, and we cannot. They get very overlooked. So a mentor can provide a one-on-one attention, tailoring their advice to specific strengths and challenges of each student. And this personalized approach can help make a world of difference to the students. And we as mentors also serve as role models, demonstrating values, ethics, and work ethic. So it is a huge responsibility and a joy too. And again, I would like to say that mentorship is not a one-way street. While the children benefit from us, we too benefit from them by remaining young at heart all the time, by always being updated on what's happening.
As President and CEO, Mr. Arun Mani joined Aptus when it was merely an idea and leading from the front. He was an integral part of building the organization to become a formidable player in the affordable housing finance segment. He has been invited to be on the selection board of TUMPME and visits major business schools regularly to lecture the management graduates. Mr. Arun Mani has completed his postgraduate program in rural management from IRMA with graduation in a Bachelor of Business Administration (BBA) from Madurai Kamraj University. He has also done his GMP from the University of Michigan. We are indeed very honored to have you on this sir. I now invite our chief guest to address the audience. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me, Susan. And, good evening, everyone. Actually, Susan called me here and said, I got to be the chief guest. I said, what do you want me to do? He said, you come and motivate the students and inspire them. Actually, last 45 minutes sitting here, I'm the one who's getting inspired. It's such a wonderful achievement, such wonderful set of students. Actually, goes to say, what actually the STF has actually done. I'm actually not very surprised. So I know Susan as a friend, colleague, earlier 2005, I think, later in sometime around 1995. I'm a failed management graduate in that sense, if we can say. I passed out of the institute. I actually belong to very poor, not a very poor family. Actually, your parents were not very bad, they're rich, but basically coming from the rural background, right? So I was not exposed to the city life. I'm not the typical swashbuckling or the stylish convent educated guy. So all my education has been in Tamil medium. So I heard many of the students actually lost their fathers or parents, and then they struggled. And I'm also one of them. My father passed away in 1980 when I was in the first year of college. He came to the college, admitted me into the college, and he went back, and that was the last I saw him. And I always keep saying he closed his eyes and opened mine. Till then I was actually as bad as I can be. I was not a very good student, and people will laugh at me if I tell today what is my score in plus two. Plus two, I just managed to pass in all subjects. So that's actually the truth. Then I did my PG and then went to Irma, then came back and then got into the cooperative sector, and I was searching for jobs and I got into a few jobs here, there. Everywhere I actually didn't do really well as I was learning to get into the corporate sector, trying to convince them that I'm actually a good management graduate. Either I didn't do well in the jobs or the companies itself didn't do well. So somewhere after 10 years of running around here, there.
Susan Thomas family is the same spirit which prevails in each one of us. Thank you once again. Take back your rich message, value of hard work, and the 4 don'ts which may bring the good future to STF. Thank you, sir.
I now invite Ms. Elizabeth Alexander, mother of Susan Thomas, to felicitate our chief guest. Mr. Arulmani, please accept this small token of gratitude and appreciation.
Thank you, ma'am, for honoring our chief guest. I request Mr. Arulmani and Ms. Elizabeth to resume their seats. I now invite Aarti N, who is pursuing her BTech Artificial Intelligence, and one signing off. Thank you and God bless you.
All the taxi drivers, brother, why are you producing? What are you holding? Nothing you can do. He's taking over. Okay.